What's up, everyone? Just wanted to do a little live for you guys. I tried to do this on the Afterlife Explorer channel, but apparently I need 50 subscribers to be able to do that over there. So I figured I at least still come over here and do it here on this channel for you guys. So right here, this is the Sumner Night Chapel, or the Sumner Night and Family Memorial Chapel, it says on top of it. And this is said to be the most haunted place here in town, in Keene. So I just wanted to do a little hangout video here. Once I'm able to, all this hangout stuff will be over on the Afterlife Explorer channel. I just can't do lives over on there yet, apparently. That was the original plan, coming here today and doing this. But I can't, because I don't have 50 subscribers yet over there. So go over, like the Afterlife Explorer channel. The link for that is down below. But we're not going to let anything like that stop us. We're here when we're just hanging out in the cemetery, because why not? So this is the back of the cemetery. Fun fact, well, I guess it's a fun fact, back in the day, one time at nighttime, I came up here with a bottle of lighter fluid, and somewhere right here on the wall, or right here, wherever it was, right on the wall here somewhere, I sprayed, I did a upside down pentagram and lit it on fire, and it actually looked pretty cool. Not gonna lie, I wish I still had my pictures of that, my shitty phone pictures. You know how phones used to be back in those days, so not the greatest pictures, but it's still pretty fucking cool, if you ask me. But this is the back of the cemetery, or the chapel rather. Another fun fact, I used to come up here a lot when I was growing up. This used to be my first spot I started smoking weed at before my mom found out, really, and then I was able to do it at home after that. But this was the back of the cemetery. So this is said to be the most haunted place in town. However, all in the times that I've been up here, I personally have never experienced anything. Hello, Yatsu Red. Welcome in. If you go back and look at my old videos, I have a few videos from here. Haven't been able to get inside at nighttime though, so hopefully someday I'll be able to get permission to go inside. They used to do live music events in here back in the day. I don't know why they haven't in a while. But this is a pretty old cemetery. Pretty big. It actually attaches to another cemetery. Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Yetsu and Foxy. I like your name, Foxy. Oh, over here, there's a gravestone that actually has my name on it. But it's the person's last name, not my first name. So if you guys don't know, my first name is Kyle. I hate my name. I hate that whole Kyle stigma, and you know. The same thing with Karen's, the Karen stigma, which funny enough, Karen was my mom's name. So this is the Kyle family. So Kyle's my first name, this is their last name. Still kind of weird though. This is a right. Right, I know. I hate it. Just like Karen too, which happens to be my mom's name. Go figure, right? Although I do drink a lot of Monsters and energy drinks though, so I guess they got that part right. But let's go over here to the other side of the cemetery. And this is a really big cemetery. So this is actually, the cemetery is divided up into, technically I think it's supposed to be 3 different cemeteries. So right now the chapel is at the North District side. And you can see it goes way back over there, and you can even see it. And then it connects up with the Green Lawn Cemetery, which you can't really see it, but it's right somewhere over in there, in that area. Someone on a bike coming through. In here, leaf blowing on this side. I actually was just over here filming some shorts for my Afterlife Explorer channel. My original plan was to go live on that channel, but I need 50 subscribers on that channel, I guess, to go live over there. So I decided to still go live on this channel at least. But I made a bunch of little shorts that I'm going to upload on that channel to hopefully help boost that channel up a little bit. At least that's the goal I'm trying to do. So we'll stay away from them working over there. But there are some cool gravestones over here. Like that one. That one's pretty cool. Vaughn. Like Stevie Ray Vaughan. So a lot of the more important people from here in town were buried here. It's also supposed to start raining too, so I'll be here recording with you guys, I guess, until it starts raining. I do have my umbrella. Probably won't be getting much rain too. If it does rain, probably just be a little shower here and there. That would be my guess. But this is another cool statue. A lot of people come and leave stuff for her all the time. Got a thing with bells on it there. Someone left a necklace on her. There used to be more stuff. People either took it or it fell down. There used to be all kinds of rocks and other jewelry here. Jane Evelyn Ball. January 24th, 1839. Died February 7th, 1902. Yeah, there's some more stuff here. There's an amethyst. Definitely won't take anything from a graveyard. No matter how much I like something, I'm not going to take from a graveyard. That's just disrespectful. But there's a lot of really cool little graves over here. Over here, which right there, when we get over there, I'll tell you. That's another really neat one. It sticks out. It's different. It's like just a spear. Faulkner. They're a big family here. I don't know if this person is related to the other Faulkner family that's known around town. Their family plot is down below more. But this is Major Simon Goodell Griffin, and they moved this headstone, this whole big chunk of rock, granite. They moved it here in the winter time with the oxen sled, and that's how they got that. This is how this was moved here and put in place. And then over here we have George Wheelock. He was another important person here in town. He was a naturalist, and they actually named a park after him on the other side of town, which is really cool. I think me and him would have got along really well because I'm a huge nature lover. I love animals and just being outdoors and educating people about wildlife and nature in general, and just, you know, loving all animals equally. You know, there's no such thing as a bad animal. Nothing deserves to die just because it attacks you. You know, gotta think about the animal's perspective. If you startled it, scared it, it's going to attack you if it feels cornered, rightfully so. And when animals get killed because people's stupidity, they can't, you know, read the animal's behavior, or they're too ignorant to notice it. Thank you, Yetsu. I appreciate you for being here. Always be another time, brother. Always be another time. I'll catch you on the flip side. Oh yeah, they're just doing some work over on this side, so I'll stay away from this side. There's nothing really cool on that side that I really wanted to show you guys anyways. But you can take a walk down through the rest of the cemetery on the way out, I guess. Another cool little hangout area, I guess. Well, I used to be like a little hangout area for me. Right in front here, there's like a stream or a brook or whatever you want to call it, runs through. Now it's completely dried up. You really have not had a whole lot of rain here, so. But this is a really pretty old cemetery, as you guys can see, and you're not even seeing the tip of the ice. You're just seeing the tip of the iceberg. Now, there was a bunch of people down here earlier. It looked like people doing schoolwork or something, like a bunch of students with papers and pens. I don't know what they were doing here. So you might see more people, but this is a public space, so, you know, if you're out in public, you're going to be put out on, you know, you're open to that, going out in public. So, you know, I always feel weary about recording people without their permission, but the way I look at it is, if you're out in a public space and people can look at you, you're already putting yourself out there for that kind of stuff. At least that's what I tell myself. So now we're going to be going up this road. Some newer gravestones right in here. I don't know if I liked how clumped close together they are, but they're all newer. Actually, right here on this road right here, there was it's every year during the springtime and whatever, when it rains, they close the road down and help like the salamanders and frogs and toads and amphibians and whatnot cross the road safely, and they do a count and whatnot for the species, I guess, or whatever. But yeah, guys, these are my stomping grounds, and this is where I always come to hang out. Although a lot of people come through here, and I don't come through here as often as I used to, mainly because of all the people that come through here now. And a lot of people come through here just to do drugs and drug deals and all that sort of thing. When we get up to the front here, there's an area where I always see people hanging out in large groups doing drugs. I mean, I've actually seen a drug deal go on, and I could have called the cops on them, but I didn't, because I'm not like that. But to me, that's just very disrespectful, especially in a cemetery. Out of all the other places that you could have done something like that, don't do it in a cemetery. Over here, there's just like a swampy, marshy area over here. Here's more townspeople coming, or city workers coming. Looks like we're gonna be using this truck to pick up the leaves that they were just blowing up there. Always gotta wave hi to them all. They're all working really hard to keep this place nice. And as I was just saying, I was talking about, there's a lot of people that coming through here. With that, fortunately, you also get a lot of trash people leave around here. And another thing I hate, not just here, but the local parks and whatnot are also the same way, because so many people just trash it up. This is the, I guess this would be the older part. Got some pretty important families from town here buried up in this area. So guys, for those watching after, not live right now, go like my the Afterlife Explorer channel, because I'm trying to build that channel up. And I was trying to do this over there, but I need 50 subscribers. I only have like 26 or 27 subs over there now. So go follow the link below. I also have the thing come up at the end of the video. You can click on that when that pops up. Whatever is easier for you. But if you're watching this, definitely go over and like that channel, because I'm going to be doing more hanging out stuff like this, and I want to keep this channel just mainly for paranormal investigations for the most part, and everything else, all the other little adventures and stuff that I do will be over there. Yeah, you got some people over here. This tree right here is one of my favorite places to come hang out in the shade under when it's really hot and sunny out during the summertime. Now up here is where you're getting to the more important people. Holy crap, there's a lot of people. Alright, well, I guess we'll just walk around them because I have to pass them anyways on the way out. So right over there you see that's the Green Lawn Cemetery. Right on the hill. And that brick building in the background, that's an elementary school. Franklin Elementary School. Right here is another pretty statue. And up here there's another one which we'll look at, but first we'll see Henry Pond right here. He used to own a mansion here, right? It's now now it's part of the Keene Public Library. It used to be a mansion owned by the Colony family, and we'll visit them in just a bit as well. They're also buried right here. But Henry Pond, he had hung himself from the balcony of his mansion, and then it became a Masonic temple, and then later became a few years ago they did construction on it and added on to it and now connected it, so now it's part of the Keene Public Library. So yeah, and that fenced in area is the Faulkner family, and they're a really big, well-known family here. Here we got another statue that had been vandalized, but it's still kind of creepy and eerie. So let's go down over here. I'll show you guys the Faulkner family a little bit better, and we'll go down to the Colony family, and we'll come back up and show you guys I guess the Elliott family before we go. I'm blanking out on his first name, but one of the Faulkners here was a really good artist. He did really beautiful murals, and I think there's one of his murals somewhere up in New York City in a really popular spot. That car is probably doing drugs. That would be my guess. I think I know them now, so I'm just gonna walk over there, and I know the person in the back seat. That's all I know. Not nice people to me, but not, you know, the greatest for around town. So this is the Colony family plot right here. Hey Emily.
Hi, how are you?
Good. So this is the Colony family plot. 1875. Really important family here in town. They owned most of downtown. I was just talking about the Keene Public Library. So where is he? Henry Colony. Where's Henry? Henry Colony was the one that owned the library. But I did a video, one of my old videos I did, well, from last week, or 2 weeks ago now maybe. No, it was one where it was the cabins. I investigated the cabin, and it was this family, Horatio Colony. Let me just find. James Colony. Horatio Colony. So that was the dad, I believe. I'm looking for Horatio Colony the second. That's whose cabin that was at in that video. This is Horatio, the first Horatio. And someone left a nice wooden statue there. I haven't seen that before. Here's Henry Colony. So this is who owned the Keene Public Library building that was next to Henry Pond's mansion. That's now the Keene Public Library. So another Henry right there. I don't know if that's a headstone for the same person, because as far as I know, there's only one Henry in the family. Here's Josiah Colony. So Josiah was the start of the colony generation. I showed the family tree in that video. It's hanging up inside that cabin. So now we're going to go up here to the Elliott family and get away from those people too. They're definitely sitting there doing something they're not supposed to. Let's just leave it at that. As I hinted at earlier, you know what I'm talking about. Trying not to speak too loud. A lot of really nice old gravestones. You know, every time I'm at a cemetery, I always want to know, you know, what each and every person buried here was like when they're alive. It would have been awesome to be able to be around when they were around and, you know, get to know all of them, or at least some of them. I'm sure I could have learned a lot from a lot of these people. I love listening to like old people share their stories and whatnot. Even if they're a little drunk or intoxicated or whatever, you know. They go off on a tangent telling you their stories, and I just love to listen and hearing people's stories. And that's one of the reasons why I got into the paranormals, because not only do I want to find out more about, you know, the afterlife, but I just want to also hear people's stories, what happened in their lifetime, what are the things that they enjoyed, rather than the tragic ways that one may die. Right here is a really important person coming right up here by the road. Is We're almost there. See it straight ahead with the green plaque on the rock. So that's John McKee Edwards. And he owned this property before it was a cemetery. It used to be a training ground for the local militia before it was a cemetery. But he owned John McKee, or he, so he owned this right, hey Yatsu. So he owned this cemetery before it was a cemetery. And in 1854, I think it was, he sold this to the city of Keene to become the cemetery that it is now. And I think it's amazing that he's buried here on his property, or what was his property. Thomas McKee Edwards was, I think I was calling him John. His name is Thomas. And I did a video on my Under the Elms channel. I did like a little history YouTube channel, just share like a little bit, squirrel. Share a little bit of the history here in town, because there's so much. And being in the paranormal, you know, that all ties in. And I've always been really intrigued by the history. And so I think that's really cool that he's buried here on his own land, or what was his land. And he was a lawman too, I know that. A lot of cool gravestones here. So right here in front of me, I would like to do more abandoned places. I don't really know a whole lot of places around my area, at least that I can get to easily. So over here in this little area is the Elliott family, and their old mansion is right on Main Street here. It's now Elliott Center, which is part of the college. So after their mansion, it became the first hospital here in town, and now it's part of the college of Keene State College. Locked, so we can't get in there, but I can at least stick my arm in there and show you guys. So this is the Elliott family. Oh, well, there you have it, guys. That's I did want to show you the spot up here, I guess, before I leave really quickly. Just some old monuments and stuff. This is usually where all the drug addicts and drug dealers usually hang out. So I really try to avoid this spot. But there's some cool statues and monuments that I could show you guys for sure. And then I'll be heading out, because it looks like it might be starting to rain soon. So I do want to get home, and I don't think it's supposed to be raining really hard, but I don't want to automatically. There's a lot of history here, just in this one cemetery alone. Not to mention, you know, the last live stream I did the other day at the Washington Street Cemetery, and, you know, between this cemetery and that cemetery. These are the closest places to my house, so I spend a lot of time in both of these places. So I figured, why not just go live hanging out, walking around, because I could never get sick of walking around these places. No matter how many times I've been through there, how many times I think I've looked at every gravestone. So I guess we'll start right over here, and I'll walk back this way out the front gate. See, their car is still down there by the Colony family. So I guess we'll start right here by this statue right in front of us. Really cool looking old statue and monument. All the way down here. This statue, she's missing her arm. Blake, that was a big family. I wonder if this is related to the Blake house that's now, I think it's part of the college, or it's at least down right next to the college. I'll have to look into that. I wonder if it's the same family. This is just another pretty, I guess, monument. This one doesn't have anything super elaborate on it. Maybe there was at one point, but here it's kind of neat looking. Not as big as the other ones, but still has some character to it. Here's another more simplified one. There's some, detail on it. I like the shield in the middle. That's pretty sweet. Here, this is just a monument thing. Nothing super spectacular looking. Nothing special with this one really either. But then we have this one that kind of sticks out of the whole row here. And seems to be in the best shape compared to all the other statues. Looking all the way down the row here. So, yeah. I'm sure there's a ton of more, like all the people there. I would love to dive more into history of these individual people and whatnot. I'm sure there's a reason why they have these big monuments here. I'm sure they have to be really, actually, what's the plaque over here say on this one? I just noticed this. Followed the footsteps of his Guernsey predecessors as inventor and creator of the paintball industry worldwide. He left a legacy of adventure, competition, fun, and camaraderie. He was a beloved mentor to many, adored husband, and a loving father. Until we meet again. Oh, so this guy died really recently in 2015. Yo, how you doing, Brian? So if you guys are interested in more stuff around Keene here, go follow Sir Benjamin Keene there. That's my friend Brian. We live in the same building, actually. He's also trying to do the whole YouTube thing. This is the little crypt here. I've always wanted to go inside here. I wonder when the last time they actually went inside here was. Alright guys, I've been going for 40 minutes here now. Looks like it might be starting to rain soon. Hopefully not, but I don't want to get wet. since I can't go live on the Afterlife Explorer page yet because I still need 50 subscribers there, I wanted to at least go live here and try to get more of you guys over there on that channel, because I'm going to be doing more of this stuff over there, just hanging out, random stuff like this. So go check out the Afterlife Explorer. All the links are down below, and I will see you in the next Friday's video. Will be I already said on the last live, it's going to be a day investigation, a little bit of a different video because normally we do nighttime investigations, but this was a place in the middle of the woods we could not get to at nighttime, so just gonna cross the street here, try not to get hit. So yeah, go like the Afterlife Explorer for more personal stuff like this. It's supposed to be over on that. And you guys on Friday's video. Peace, guys.